Shalom. First, I'd like to give all praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Waharaka Kodash, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and honors to you brothers out there in the highways and the byways teaching His word in all sincerity and in truth. And it's funny they want to talk about the curses. Let's talk about the curses. All right, now the curses or the curse of the law is unique and exclusive, right? Look them words up. Unique and exclusive to the seed, the physical seed of Israel. In fact, these curses are so unique and exclusive to the seed of Israel that it is a sign unto who the children of Israel are. All right, this is Deuteronomy 28 and 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and shall pursue thee and overtake thee till thou be destroyed. All right, these curses would destroy us as a people, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. All right, so that's the curse of the law. Now we know that in these last days it was prophesied that we would call these curses to mind. All right, this is Deuteronomy 30 and 1. And it shall come to pass, when all these things are come upon thee, the blessing and the curse which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations whither the Lord thy God hath driven thee. So we've been driven among the nations. We've suffered under these curses, which we're still suffering under to this day. All right, and we're calling it to mind, the covenant, the blessing and the curse. It says, and shalt return unto the Lord thy God, and shalt obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day, thou and thy children with all thine heart, and with all thy soul. And this is what the ministry is all about, us returning to the Lord through his son, Yahweh Shai. Now, these guys don't want to talk about the curses, but the curses are still here. We're going to be under these curses until Yahweh Shai comes and deliver us completely from the curse of the law. Right now, we have faith, but we've still been suffering the curses. All right. Now, just to prove a point, anytime Israel was on the transgression, we bore the curse, and the curses came upon us many times. Anytime Israel was in captivity, that was a mechanization of the curses. And we're in captivity today. That's the curse. Daniel 9 and 11. Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of God, because we have sinned against him. And that didn't change. Even when Yahweh Shai came 2,000 years ago, we were still under the curse. This is why the Romans had supremacy over us. Now he is going to deliver us from the curse, but that's upon his second coming. Okay. Now, let's get the book of Galatians. Through Yahweh Shai, we're gonna be freed from the curse of the law, the curse which is under the old covenant. Because in the new covenant, there's going to be no curse. Right? The old covenant is going to be done away with, and the new covenant is going to be established in Yahweh Shai. And that covenant is perfection and only blessing and salvation. All right? So this is Galatians 3 and 10. For as many as are of the works of the law are under the curse. For it is written, cursed is everyone that continueth not in all things which are written in the book of the law to do them. But that no man is justified by the law in the sight of God. Right? No, none of us are justified by the law. It is evident, for the just shall live by faith. The reason we live or are going to live or receive mercy and salvation is through faith and not through the law. Because by the law we're condemned, by the letter. Right? And the law is not of faith, but the man that doeth them shall live in them. Yahweh Shai hath redeemed us from the curse of the law, being made a curse for us. For it's written, cursed is every one that hangeth on a tree. So the sacrifice that Yahweh Shai made was to redeem us from the curse of the law. And what does that mean? Being delivered from our enemies, being delivered, well, everything that's written in the curses. Being under our enemy is part of the curse. That's why in Luke it says he's going to deliver us from the hand that hate us. In order to do that, you have to lift the curse. Okay? And the curse is going to be lifted. And that's why when New Jerusalem is established in Yahweh Shai, there's going to be no curse. And it mentions that specifically. That will be the end of the curse. There will only be blessing. The blessings of Abraham. The blessings of the seed of Abraham. Alright, Revelations 22 and 2, it says, in the midst of the street of it, and on either side of the river was there the tree of life, which bare 12 manner of fruits, and yielded her fruit every month. And the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations. And there shall be no more curse. See, that don't apply to everybody. That only applies to the Israelites. But the throne of God and the Lamb shall be in it, and his servants shall serve him. Yeah, that's the Israelites. And they shall see his face, and his name shall be in their foreheads. Right? That's talking about the Israelites. Because we're going to be sealed in this new covenant, man. And there shall be no night there, and they need no candle, neither light of the sun, for the Lord God giveth them light, and they shall reign forever and ever. Yeah, reigning over who? The other nations. Ruling over the other nations, and we shall be in the light forever. The light represents the righteousness of the Most High, his knowledge, his wisdom, his understanding, perfection. We're going to be under that light. Right now, we know we were cast under darkness, that covering. Darkness represents what? Evil, ignorance, sin, transgression. That's darkness. That's a lack of light. But through Yahweh Shai, we shall receive light. And that light is going to be forever and shall never be put out. Meaning we're never going to go into the way of transgression again. Alright? So Vocab Malone, you want to talk about Deuteronomy 28:60? Yeah, let's talk about the curses then. Well, really, he don't want to talk about them because, see, in their thing is, all that, that's why they deal with all that dispensation and all that crap. Their thing is that none of that stuff really applies today. You know, because they can't have the scriptures be real. They can't have the prophecies. They can't have today be biblical times because they got a massive problem when they're dealing with prophecy. It opens up a can of worm for these guys. They just want to run with a Christian narrative and sail off into the sunset. But nah, we're not doing that. All right? We're going to stick to the scriptures and the prophecies, man. And the true biblical timeline and eschatology. In fact, I still need to do a video on them other goofy eschatologies. Lord willing, man, I'm going to have a few days off and we're going to get to that. All right? Shalom.